Okay. I'm Diane Mackenzie. I am a teacher librarian in Hong Kong. I work at a pretty awesome school called Discovery College. But I've been involved in Second Life for just over a year now, and I've found it quite interesting as far as professional development is concerned and the opportunities that are there to learn. And I have learned quite a lot from other people, but also in the different spaces and the different opportunities to meet different people. Shambles was the impetus to get into Second Life because he built this island and he invited people to come in and see, and I had an opportunity to spend 5 days straight, pretty much all the time, on Second Life at the beginning because the weather in Hong Kong was bitterly cold and there was nothing else to do. So 12 months ago I explored Second Life fairly intensely, and I met Leon as well in those 5 days, and we've been friends ever since, and we've been learning together. And he's advanced a lot further than I have just because of the time restraints. But today's presentation is all about the different ways that I've found that Second Life can be used for professional development. There's a couple of things that I've found with Second Life, that you can use Second Life as self-directed learning. In the left-hand picture, I walked through the Hajj, dressed in the clothing as part of the Hajj walk. You dress up and then you walk around, and as you walk around the Hajj you can learn about the Hajj. This is just one area of role play and self-directed learning that you can do in Life. The other part is at different parts of Second Life there are boards and different parts, different resources that you can pick up, and this particular one in the larger picture is from International Schools Island Tower. Lots of information and lots of resources that you can collect for yourself. So I found that very interesting, and there's a lot of different places where this can happen. Arcadia Islands are another very interesting educational part of Second Life. You can also attend classes in Second Life. Now this might take a little while to get clear, but I've been to classes where I've explored or Moodle and learned how to use that through an instructor on Second Life. And I've also attended classes. On the bottom picture, Shambles was leading this group, and we went off and explored something that was a unique package to Second Life, which was a library. But we broke into 4 groups, as you would do in an educational setting. We went and explored the object, and then we came back together and discussed it as a group, and that was quite an interesting experience for me, and that was quite a large group, about 50 people involved there. This slide, this was just taken a few weeks ago at a discussion place. Al is actually the designer of this space, where instead of just sitting down and talking to people, we had the opportunity to fly around and talk to each other, and that was quite a unique little experience. And I think with Second Life you're not restricted by gravity, and there's lots of different places that you can sit and chat with people, whether it's just 2 or 3 or 4 or big groups of people. There's a lot of opportunity just to get a quiet space and meet together. And Al was in Adelaide and I was in Hong Kong, and so we're able to meet together and talk about things there. This forum space, this is where we are sitting now, and on this forum we had Shambles, we had Doug Johnson from US, there was myself in the middle, and there was Rob from Bangkok on the other side of myself, and we were part of a forum on libraries and technology in libraries, and that was quite exciting. And it was great to work with Doug because for me he's somebody who is an author and somebody who I've worked with his work and not actually with him. So that was a great thing to meet him, but not in real life, in Second Life. And this is one way that Second Life gives you an opportunity to meet with people who you wouldn't normally have the opportunity to. So that's been really good for me. And the next slide is presentation space. I've been to a few presentations. On the left-hand side, a presentation of a musical instrument playing. It was a violinist, and he the concert. And in the right-hand side photo, there was a group telling us about the smallest frog in the world that's about to go into extinction. And if the photograph resonates correctly, you can see the little frog sitting on the thumbnail of someone. So that was quite interesting, and this is where another forum for professional development can occur in Second Life. Now this is something else which was interesting to me. This photograph is me watching a video that is live from South Africa. The woman on the left-hand side is Desmond Tutu's daughter or granddaughter. She has a world charity where they're helping children who live on the street to get off the street and get them work and to help them to get a better life. It's a worldwide organisation, and this video feed into Second Life was telling us about the program, but it wasn't just being fed into Second Life, it was being fed into Teen Grid as well. You can see on the left-hand side of the picture that this was actually sponsored by the Lions Club across, I think it must be in South Africa. So that was really quite a unique experience to learn about this global event through Second Life, but from a real life feed. Now this presentation that I was at, I had different colour hair. That's my big shock of very blonde hair. It was an interesting presentation because what was happening is we had a video feed into Second Life with a minister from the UK government health department telling us how Second Life is helpful for outreach programs for the hospitals, for people who are housebound, how they need to go into Second Life to get a community together, like people who can't walk or are invalided can go into Second Life and they can meet up and talk with other people. They can have a social life without leaving their home. And apparently in the UK with the health department this is a really big program. And so this particular professional development, well, it wasn't really about libraries, but it was just finding out that the concept could be done, was that we can feed from real life into Second Life, and the people who were sitting in the audience of this man's presentation were able to see us in Second Life. And what ended up happening is that we were asking questions across the borders. So the people in Second Life were asking questions of people in real life. The people in real life were asking questions in Second Life. So it was a real merging of both of those areas. This was a real mind-blowing experience for me because I thought, wow, it's no longer separate. Real life and Second Life, they can merge together and they can bring people together. Now, I wanted to just open, that was very quick, and this session is supposed to only last 30 minutes, but what I wanted to just have a quick discussion, and this is where I would like a little bit of forum and a bit of discussion with all the members, is there's so many possibilities in Second Life for professional development, and what we need to do is look at what is stopping us from doing it, and can we see ourselves learning in Second Life, and what do we need to be able to do this? There's many sessions being held in Second Life all the time, and as someone wrote the questions, how do you find out about these things? And we need to know how to access them so that we can attend. So very quick presentation on what is possible in Second Life. Are there any questions, comments about that?